Mics, check. Music cued, check. Presenters ready. Well, 2 out of 3's not bad. This is TigerTails Radio.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone else in between, and welcome to another delightful, delectable, and otherwise entertaining episode of TigerTails Radio. It is I, TK Tiger, here for another 90 minutes of noise, fun, confusion, jackbox, and stuff. Primarily stuff. Here with TigerTails Radio, Season 16, Episode 25, and it's going to be the last week ever that the show is 20 years old.
Wow.
Because next week, it'll be 21. Yes. Come July the 20th, which is this coming Sunday, no less. The show will transition from 20 to legally able to drink in America. As if by magic. What a difference a day makes.
An adult.
People who get that reference, well done to you. But I am not alone in this cavalcade of chaos, this menagerie of mayhem, and
you are.
these people. Because there is, from the other end of the internet, all the way hailing from just down the road, we have Hedgie.
Good evening, everybody.
Hailing from a bit further on down the road, we have Xavier. And hailing from quite a bloody long way down the road, we have Charleston.
Hello.
And hailing from an ethereal time and space, we have
Yeah.
Charleston's camera dying. There we go, it's back. We also have the Void.
Void. Let us know if we're loud or the sound's off balance at all.
And of course, we also have Studio Cam. Nothing to do with the passing train, honest.
Chuffy.
That's the one I got off eBay for like half the price it would normally have cost. There we go.
Ooh.
I know. I won it by accident. I put a bid on, going, I'm never going to win this. It's only 30 quid. These trains normally go for about 80 or 90. And then I won the auction somehow, and I don't know how. Because someone else was supposed to have bid on it. And I was like, shit, I've got to pay 30 quid now. Well, bugger. So,
Everyone was sleeping, apparently. Yeah.
apparently. So, yeah, I got a cheap locomotive, which makes me happy. So, yeah, I can now have that trundling. And also in the background, you may notice just to the left of the frame there is the locomotive I got for my birthday from Father. Oh, hello, the train's passing again. I was unexpected.
Yeah.
Hello, passing train. Yep, there's birthday locomotive, as well as studio as well, because this is officially Studio Cam, not just train cam.
Ooh.
But there we go. So, yeah, what a week it has been since we were last on air. There has been, 7 whole days passing by, including this
Yes.
one. Who'd have thunk that's how time worked? So,
Good Lord.
I know, right? So while we all debate over the concepts and meanings of time and other such human constructs, let us also have a review of the week.
This is TigerTails Radio. And now let's catch up with the cast. This is Review of the Week.
And so, Mr. Charleston, whose camera's gone again?
Yay! It's Discord.
It's
Just
thing
Discord.
episode, isn't it, for me?
There we go. It's Discord doing Discordy things, but you're back, so it's all good. This is why
Can
professional
you hear
people
me
use
whilst
Zoom.
we might...
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can
It's
you
just the
hear me
camera that
whilst-
dies, also. The sound's
Yeah.
fine. It's just the
Okay.
camera goes, I don't want to play for a minute. Give me a second. I'm initializing.
Well, this has been an interesting review of the week because I got props to demonstrate my story. I got 2 stories to share for this review of the week.
Ooh.
Ooh, get you.
Yeah, one I was hoping to be the only story. The other one was a bit of a disaster. So let's start with the
Oh,
nice one.
dear.
A couple of days ago, my partner and I went walking around a couple of charity shops, which we tend to do, and I just happened to chance upon a figurine of Massimo, one of the characters from Pixar's Luca. Luca is not really the greatest movie. It's fine, it's watchable, it's about 5 times longer than it needs to be, but there is one thing about it that I do genuinely love, and that's the character of Massimo, because I think he's probably one of the best representations of a disabled character in animation in a long time. So I bought the figurine, and then I lost him the day after.
No.
Ooh.
Yeah. Only 50p. I thought, darn. I not really much of a loss, but still, I really wanted that figurine. So a bit of an impulse. I decided to buy myself a new one. This one was £16, including delivery from eBay. And he arrived in the post couple of days ago. Problem was, I found the other figurine in my pocket.
Oh,
Oh, brilliant!
Yeah. In all fairness, this one is better detailed, better skin tone. It's got a cat on it. It's a better quality model in general, so worth the price. Just kind of amusing that I bought it to replace the one that I thought I lost but didn't. That's the nice story. That's the one I hope to focus on.
Ah,
Let's
that's
talk
good.
let's talk about the one that's not so nice. So,
Ah,
yesterday's work day.
oof.
I've been saying for a while in the kitchen, we've been waiting to get hot boxes to transport the food from one department to the other. We've got those hot boxes now. So they look like something out of Doctor Who. They're like big metal things with a door on the front, and in that door is a little heating system which plugs it into the mains. And then we say we can put the food in there and keep the food warm until we take it over to the main bain maries in order to be served. And we didn't really think anything of it. So yesterday, my chef was cooking the food and putting the food into the bain maries. Now, what we do them in tins. But what we tend to do, we don't tend to cover the tins with the lids because we're running short. What we tend to do is cover them in cling film. And
Okay.
if you put the tin full of hot food into a lukewarm environment, the cling film just stays flat or just expands very slightly. If you put the tin with tin foil and food inside, sorry, not tin foil, cling film, put the tin with cling film with food inside into a hot environment, such as a steam or something, that cling film inflates, it basically balloons.
Yeah.
So, I got a little diagram for this. Hopefully this will show up in the light and my camera won't die. My chef put a large tin full of roast chicken on top of a slightly thinner tin, same depth, full of tomato soup.
Ah.
Yeah. So they both ballooned, but this one ballooned and gripped against this one. And because I was looking from this angle, I didn't see the one underneath it.
Oh.
So I'm taking the food over to one of the bain maries and only just keeping in time. So I pull this one. Oh, I knocked my microphone over. So I pull this one out,
Yep.
and that drags this one with it. This falls onto the ledge of the hot box, and the whole lot tips out.
Oh no!
About 30 residents worth, feeding worth of freshly made tomato soup. All over the floor, completely unsalvageable. I was
no!
mortified. Yeah.
Oh.
It wasn't a particularly good day to start with, in all honesty. I won't go over the whole details. But when that happened, I looked down and said, oh, bother. And then a carer looked around, and he said a much stronger word than that. One that I'd be a lot more comfortable using.
Yes.
And I then tried very precariously to put the rest of the food in the bakery. And then we took 5 minutes out to mop all of the soup up.
Oh.
And the carers assured me that there was still plenty of food to serve everyone with, that there was still enough food cooked anyhow. Even so, the time it took my chef to make it, the ingredients that cost money out of the budget, the laundry now having to deal with having about five tea towels all full of soup and not knowing where yeah, I felt really, really damn guilty about that. So I was too chicken to apologize to the chef on the way out of my shift, because as it happened, the end of serving happened to be the end of the shift. So I just went straight to the changing rooms, changed my uniform, and rode straight back home. And just had to sort of sit and just contemplate what happened. And then once I was brave enough to, I sent a text message to my chef saying, I don't know if anyone's told you about the soup disaster. I will explain what happened next time I see you, which will be tomorrow, as in today's tomorrow, yesterday's 2 days from now. But just so you know, I am sorry. And he gets back saying, no one said anything, but don't worry about it. Forget about it. I'm still going to tell him, I'm still going to explain it to him, because I don't want this happening again to anyone else. It was embarrassing enough to happen to me, who's been there for nearly a decade. If it happened to somebody else who'd been there for a lot shorter time, then that would be blamed then. And I also can't help but think, because no one was watching me at the time, those carers probably thought I dropped the tin. They probably thought I picked it up and then dropped it in my hands. That's not what happened. I didn't know the tin was there. So, yeah. I'm going to talk to my chef about that and make sure that that doesn't happen again. That was yesterday's soup disaster.
Oof.
That ended up becoming the topic of today's review of the week because that was pretty much capped it all off. Otherwise, it's been a pretty fine week. Like I said, I thought this was the biggest disaster turned into a success, but no, this had to get in the way. That's my story.
I see. That's pretty good.
So, Hedge,
Who's next?
why don't you reveal your week?
Mine?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. So, yes, I am getting a lot better at my court ushering role. I'm really getting into this now. It's civil service is actually pretty cool. It's
Nice.
yeah, actually enjoying this. It works quite well. Suits me down to the ground. I should have done this a long time ago. But yeah. So again, was going to go to Pride in Bournemouth, but I thought it was next week. I didn't realise it was. I'd mistaken next week for this week because last week it was said next week, and I went, okay, that means it's the 19th. And it turned out to be the 12th. I was like, oopsie.
Despite the fact I put the 12th in the Discord message.
I
will have
know. I
everyone
don't know. I don't know why. I think my brain just took next week and ignored the rest. I think that's what it did. That's the only thing I can think of was what happened. I think maybe I was just on a day where I wasn't focusing right. But yeah, it was a terrible thing. But yes. So on Saturday, I took a job doing some last minute voice work, which is why I was basically doing that. And I had to record about 99 lines worth of dialogue, which was pretty intense, especially because, it was the week just gone where it was absolutely boiling hot. And of course, can't wear a Hawaiian shirt while recording because this fabric makes a lot of noise when you move around. So I had to put on a cotton t-shirt, which is like, oh God, this is really warm. And obviously draw the curtains as well because, soundproofing and everything. And recording 99 lines in a very hot studio, and obviously having to redo a lot of lines with that was pretty intense. And it was like, oh my God, that took so long and so many lines. Oh my God. And I would just wait for the payment to come through. So Sunday, I then had to record another episode where I was portraying Dr. Eggman. So I had to do another one of those. And then an audition for another project as well. So my weekend was pretty swamped with voice recording. So I had to let my voice rest for a while. I was like, I could do them all in one day. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to allow myself some downtime.
Probably a wise
So
plan.
yes. Yep. Again, made my weekly batch of cinnamon rolls as well. So, I'm getting really good at these now. I'm getting like professional grade. So yeah, every week I make a nice batch of those, and they live in my cake case on the top of my cupboards, and every morning they get consumed. So yeah, I've got extra food for breakfast now, just baking all this kind of stuff. So yeah.
So we're going to see a return of Fat Hedgie with all these calories you're piling on.
Well, I'm consuming as little as I can now. So I'm consuming coffee and cinnamon rolls for breakfast. Lunch is a protein bar and maybe another cup of coffee. And then dinner is basically anything small I can find around the house, which usually comprises of some homemade pizza dough with vegetables on it. So
That's still a lot of carbs, but okay. So long as you're just doing your walking and shit, I'm sure.
oh, of course, yes. But yeah, so doing pretty well there. So yeah, I am having to tighten my belt a little, which is like awesome. Means I'm losing some weight here. But yes. But otherwise, yeah, the civil service route is getting pretty good. And having some good reports from the judges, so I'm like, yeah, my probation is doing well. I'm not going to get thrown out.
Nice.
But yes, that's what I've been up to. Work and yelling into my microphone a lot. And being hot. And being very hot.
Yeah, being very hot. Sounds like a good week. I will transition into my week just so I've got time to finish setting up the Jackbox game when Xavier's talking about his week. And we still have 12 minutes or so. Oh, actually, yeah, 12 minutes. So we're doing okay for time.
Yeah.
My week hasn't been too interesting. I've played some video games with Shades, which has been lovely. Did actually manage to get a couple of games off Amazon because for my birthday I got 30 quid gift voucher from my sister, which was nice.
Nice.
And so I went into the Prime Day sales and had a look at the PlayStation 5 games that are under 15 quid. I thought, let's get some physical games. Let's see what's under 15 quid. And so I was able to get a collector's edition of Plate Up, which is a game I've been playing on Steam with Shades. And I've now got the PS5 version physical, which came with some minifigures of the characters.
Ooh, nice.
And I've also got a physical copy of a game called Clive and Wrench.
Oh.
Which is like typical mascot platformer collectathon thing, kind of
Oh, yeah.
ripping off the Ratchet and Clank name a bit. Trying to get into that, but the Clank character is replaced by a monkey, and the Ratchet character is replaced by not quite sure. Hang on, let me get the box. Let me.
It's replaced by I don't know.
Yeah,
Props.
props.
As Chelston pointed out, if you're gonna do show and tell, have your props.
Yeah, true.
Yes, have them ready.
Oh, here's Plate Up. Nice big box there with the thing.
Yep.
So
Yep.
Nice.
And the actual minifigures kind of are cool because what I didn't expect, and really probably should have, is that the minifigures actually come in a little casing thing.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Nice.
which is quite cool.
Mm.
And then the actual PS5 game itself, still sealed because I've not played it yet. Because I've been playing it on Steam with Shades a lot.
Oh, cool.
Our kitchens get quite advanced quite quickly. He's very good at the R&D department. And then, so I think he's supposed to be a rabbit. If we look at Clive and Wrench.
Oh, okay, yes. Or a monkey.
The monkey's Wrench.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
And then Clive is the rabbit.
Ah.
But this is a quite nice little set because you pop the case open, and instead of just having like the game in the back and then your stuff, you actually pull out this whole great envelopey thing,
Yeah.
which you then pop open,
Okay.
and then you get your game as per normal,
Ooh.
and you get fridge magnets.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Very nice.
You get the official soundtrack CD,
Ooh.
which is nice. You get a lovely instruction manual,
Ooh.
which is a more detailed instruction manual than the one you get in the box. And you also get some character cards.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Which I haven't actually opened yet, so let's open them now.
Ooh.
Ooh. So I need to put this down somewhere. There's a lot of stuff here now. There we go, that can go down there. So this little thing just pops open. And inside... Oh god, you get a whole load of them. So we get Clive and Wrench.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, they're slightly glossy as well.
Ooh.
We get Professor Nancy, who we saw briefly in a cutscene at one point.
Oh.
And then a load of other characters who I haven't seen yet. So we get Gluteus
Spoilers.
Maximus.
Oh, good grief.
Yeah. Nevermore the Scarecrow.
Wow, the references. Jesus.
Damn.
Drew the Ripper.
Oh, good grief.
Through the Ripper.
Focusing, not
Oh my
focusing
God.
really well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's a Cleopatra ripoff. Cleocatra.
Oh,
Cleocat. Good lord. Oof.
It gets worse. He's not Vlad the Impaler. He's Vlad the Impaler.
Oh, good God. Wow.
I'm not entirely sure if they thought about these or what, but my God.
I know. What do you get if you get a Minotaur with only one eye? A Unitor.
Oh, good grief.
Oh.
A reasonably sensible
Yes.
character name here of Annie Oaktree. She's a squirrel.
Oh.
Yeah,
that
that
makes
makes
sense.
sense. Yeah.
Arnis Mantis.
Oh.
And the last one I'm going to show, there's a couple of others in here as well, but the last one I'll show is Captain Bluebeard.
Captain Bluebeard.
Yeah, who's some kind of monkey thing.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I might as well show one of the kind of the main villains is Olga Chestikov.
Oh,
God damn.
oof.
Yeah.
Big oofs.
So that's the level of game. But what made me laugh is that this whole physical edition with all the bells, whistles, and shiny things, less than 15 quid on Amazon.
Really?
Yep.
That's insane.
Wow.
I mean, Amazon sales have been getting.
I know, right?
It's like PlayStation. Please note, physical sales are actually really good by Amazon.
Yeah.
Can your store be like that, please?
Yeah, because if you want to get this digitally,
It's fucking 30 quid or something stupid.
Really?
isn't it?
$24.99.
Woo!
And you don't get all the shinies.
Mm.
You just get the game.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, how about I pay less money and get more shit? How about that?
I remember the day when the digital copy was dirt cheap on the PlayStation Store, and we all raved about the PlayStation Store because it was like, look at all these cheap games. Considering all of these like releases on physical copy with collector's editions that were like massive amounts of money.
Well, you say that, but some games are a lot cheaper on the PSN than they are in physical. I mean, for
Yes,
instance, I've picked up a physical copy, which I couldn't believe existed even. I've picked up a physical copy of Crypto the Necrodancer.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't even know that existed. I thought that was digital only.
Mm.
And then, yeah, suddenly, ping, I was like, oh, I'm in CEX. I have available funds. I am going to purchase this. Because it wasn't cheap, but it wasn't as expensive as I thought it might have been. And it was in the realms of what I would call reasonable and affordable. So
Nice.
I thought, well, why not? So yeah, picked up some video games, cheap off Amazon, which was nice.
Nice.
Played lots of Playtime over the weekend with Shades as well, which was nice. Saturday did do Bournemouth Pride. I actually went. And knackering. And this time I wore my kilt and things because my boots fell apart, so I couldn't really wear my leathers. Because my leather trousers have been turned up in such a way that they support boots, but they don't support trainers.
Oh dear.
Hedgie, if you're going to fart, at least say apology.
Fucking motorbikes, god damn it.
Yeah, blame the motorbike. So, yes, that was... So, Bournemouth Road was fun. Ended up meeting a couple of other pups there, because went with one pup group. There was another pup group going as well. There's a bit of hoo-ha about that, but ended up meeting the guys at Geared, which is a kind of a fetish event. And it's all social, but they were marching as well. And so we were all kind of heading back towards the beachy kind of areas, one kind of integrated but also independent lump, if that makes sense. So everyone was in their own little cliques, but kind of all walking as one great homogenous lump, basically. Until one time that we crossed the road and carried on going, and then I realised that everyone else hadn't, and I was suddenly just with the Geared guys. And I was like, new friends, hello! Crap! Not the short of it, I've invited a kid.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I might be heading down Bournemouth way a bit more regularly. Who knows? So yeah, that'd be fun. Nice chance to wear the leathers a bit. So yeah, that'd be nice. So, and yeah, on Sunday was a day of rest, quite literally, because it was 1 billion degrees and I was melting and I just didn't do anything. Did a couple of household chores and then just died, basically, in front of the computer going, I am in front of the computer and I am dead and I will not talk to anyone. I will not do anything. And the games were going, play us, play us. No, don't have the energy, don't have the strength, don't have the mental fortitude.
Leave me alone.
Yeah. Come back to me at 9 o'clock at night when it's a bit cooler and I can actually function like a human being again. Then I will think about games. But yeah, no, Sunday was just a write-off. I mean, my feet were tired because my feet got fed up with me going, you've done London and now you've done Bournemouth. How about you don't today? How about you just sit on your fat ass and do nothing?
How about no?
Exactly. Well, I say that. I'm actually now under 14 stone.
Ooh.
Nice.
I was 13.8 at last measure. And when I was over 15.5 stone, when I first started the measurements, when the doctor was like, hey, you're just on the cusp. You were literally sitting on the border of type 2 diabetes. And that was about 15.5 stone at that point. To go down to, I went down to 14 point something, and then it was like, now I'm on 13 point something. I was like, oh, hello.
Ooh.
doing all right here. My diet of it's entirely too hot to cook. I'm just going to eat Weetabix for every meal. Seems to be working. Not the world's most recommended weight loss flavour, but it's doing the trick.
Yes.
But it is entirely too hot for to cook, so it's just like, oh, fucking Weetabix. That's cold. Cold milk, come into me. Ah. Soothe my boiling body. And, vitamin-enriched mulch. I'll have this. Nom, 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 nom.
Vitamin-enriched mulch.
Well, that's what it turns into, really, isn't it? So,
Pretty much, yeah.
So, Weetabix has been good. That's pretty much been my week. It's been a case of working, gaming, doing way too many rides, and resting and dying.
Huh.
So, Mr. Xavier, how have you been enjoying this heat? Let's hear from your week.
Oh God, this week's weather has not been great.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. So thankfully I had at least a couple of days in an air-conditioned office in Bournemouth.
Hooray!
Fucking trains though.
Uh,
Good God. So yeah, travel on train between Bournemouth and New Milton has been a little bit sketch because they cancelled the Basingstoke to Bournemouth run one day. So I got in fine. I couldn't get out on that. The normal 22 past train was fine though. I am just so glad the Bournemouth Air Show has been cancelled because we're going to be fucked for stuff. I mean, Pride, I'm imagining, was just a shit show anyway, right? For this weekend just gone. Because TK left a message for the weekend to, hey, Pete, Jules, do you want to come round? I checked my phone after we just gone shopping, come back, sat down and gone, fuck this heat.
yeah.
And TK, hey, do you want to come to Bournemouth? And it was like, I looked at it and went, you're
No.
starting the march at 11? No.
I wasn't starting it, but I must say,
Yeah.
the trains were awful over the weekend. I got the 9 o'clock train just fine. That was the one I was planning to catch, but the one before it had been cancelled. So the 9 o'clock train was rammed, but I had, because it was only a short journey, so I went posh and went first class. And thank crap I did, because I got a seat quite comfortably in first class, the lovely air-conditioned first class. And on the way home, there'd been other cancellations, so I ended up on a cross-country service. So I got to sit in first class, which was empty. I had the entire carriage to myself, because the first front carriage was first class. And I also got a cup of tea and a Borders biscuit for free as well, because when you travel first class on cross-country, you get little tasty goodies.
Nice.
So I got a cup of tea and a biscuit. And I was like, oh, thank you
Yeah.
very much. That's appreciated, especially as we got stuck in Brockenhurst for 20 minutes because engineering works, desperately trying to fix the signals that had melted in the heat.
Yeah,
Oh,
everything was a nightmare over this week. Thankfully, it's been moderately okay. Work stress has been work stress. I've put stuff in place to try and get some of the shit that's been stressing me out sorted and smoothed out. But thankfully, our work numbers are coming down. The team's all doing really well. There's progress being made because we now finally have headroom for things like training and upskilling, which we haven't had before because we've been behind for 5 fucking months. You're wondering why I've been commenting about work stress. Yeah. So work's been busy. The weekend, did shopping on the Saturday, did very little else. Sunday, chatted with a few friends, did very little else. I will be talking about the majority of what I did over the weekend for Done and Dusted. It will reference a Done and Dusted that I think Hedgie may have done because he may have reviewed the anime.
Oh, okay.
I think TK will remember from his Sega Park days, and a thing that I talked about briefly for a gacha game for a Done and Dusted. It'll all make sense when we get to Done and Dusted. Unless Hedgie didn't watch this particular anime. But I think it's this one, but we'll find out. But yeah, that's been my week. So, Jackbox games, let's see if anyone's here. We may have a very quiet room. Because I have seen no comments since we started, so it could be a very quiet Jackbox games. If you're alive, if you are watching us, say something somewhere. Let us know that you are here whilst TK is setting up quite a quick game, because it's gonna probably be us.
It's fine.
It's July.
We'll be fine. It is July. July's always our quietest month.
Middle of July. I mean, it used to be back when we were in the original house, back in Southampton, down the bottom of the hill. Summer would hit. I'd be like, oh, it's glorious day outside, glorious afternoon, Monday evening. There's me and TK sat in his front room going, can't you just take the fucking window wall off? And we just chilled and played. We were able to play music back in those days. We just played chilled music.
No, we didn't.
Not on YouTube. No.
No.
Not on YouTube.
We've never
We don't
played
do
music.
this on YouTube.
There is
Not on
absolutely no archives anywhere ever of us playing music on the show. Cough, cough.
Not on YouTube, anyway. No.
Right,
Yeah,
so...
I think we're playing with ourselves today.
We were. Right, well, let's go and transition to the Jackbox, and yeah, we can play with ourselves. Why not? I didn't realise we were that kind of show, but there we go. Right.
We've now reached the audience participation portion of the show. It's game time.
So I thought we'd have a little bit of Junktopia, because that's reasonably quick.
Ooh, cool.
So your room code is EQFW. So we have me, we have Sloppy Soup, we have Rat Soup, we have Southington, we have VA Hedgie.
We do have listeners. They're just all hiding.
Melting in the heat. We don't have listeners, we have collective puddles in front of YouTube.
Yeah. They're like cuddling around their phone going, this is the coldest thing in my room. Yeah.
Watching the show in the fridge.
Yeah.
And Charles says,
they are.
QFW, extremely quiet furry watchers. That's
Yes.
tonight's show.
That's our show.
Indeed it is.
That's most of the fandom as well. You have all the extroverts who go out and go, it's really great. And then you have all the introverts who watch them and go, yeah, you boil in that fursuit.
Yeah.
You look good, but you boil in that fursuit.
It's like, ooh, we can smell you from here. And we're many miles away.
We're behind the screen.
Yes, that too. That always helps. Right, so we'll give people a moment or two longer because people might be getting icy drinks at this point. And
I would recommend anyone who has not got liquid in front of them to get liquid in front of them.
go hydrate, people. It's very important.
I also have, because of my holiday a couple of weeks ago, if TK wants to just switch the camera whilst drinking, because making him do stuff whilst he's doing things is hilarious.
Yeah.
We're going
Right.
to show too much of the behind the scenes. What's that?
No. That is the marshmallows that we bought for the Port Lympney weekend, not realising that they give you marshmallows so you can have roasted marshmallows over the open fire. So we
Ooh.
bag from there, and then they gave us a further bag, or they were going to give us a further bag. We had the first bag. Like, God damn it, that place is amazing, just expensive to go to. Fuck it out.
I always thought it was Port Limp, not Port Lympney.
Yeah.
Well, the one thing is, if I can feasibly figure out a way of getting there with more people, potentially maybe you and Hedgie, or you and Shades.
Yeah,
I don't know.
back in the day, Eric used to drive us down. We used to meet Calgore, Silverwind, Dorona, and
Oh, yes.
a couple of others, and we always just tour the zoo. We'd do a
Yeah,
round
the
trip.
zoo, the zoo is there. There is another zoo there. It does mean you only have the one golf cart, but it would mean...
We didn't even get golf carts, we walked.
Oh yeah, well this is the thing. If you get like if you rent for a short stay,
Oh yeah,
it's
then
only
you
like
get the golf cart.
500 quid. Yeah, it's only like 500 quid. Self-catering, treehouse place, golf cart. So yeah, I'm looking at that as potential thing if and when in the future, because my god, that place is really good.
It is. Right, shall we start the game?
Yes.
I suppose so.
I hope everyone's hydrated.
3, 2, 1.
Well, let the tutorials run, so if you haven't hydrated, you've still got a few moments.
Yes.
Howdy, humans. Welcome to Junktopia. Y'all may have noticed I've turned you into frogs. But don't worry, I'll poof one of you right back if you make the most profit reselling some strange antiques. See, I love weird old human things, but I hate their boring backstories. That's why I need you. Here's the plan. First, I'll take you to a local shop to buy a mysterious item. Then you're gonna name that item and give it some funny
All
details.
the noisy
Make
lorries
me
going
laugh,
past my
gosh
window,
darn it.
by the way.
Finally, it's time to showcase your silly item so your peers can appraise it. The money you paid for your item will be subtracted from the appraisal value, and voila! You flipped it for a profit. Hopefully. The frog with the most money at the end of the game wins. Think of it like a quest to get your bodies back. A real Zero's journey. Let's start things off with a little retail therapy.
Alright, what junk we got?
On your device, you'll see 3 items to choose from. The item you get is going to be appraised based on the funny backstories you're going to write. So buy something you think you can make hilarious. Buying a more expensive item means you'll get just a little bit less profit when you flip it. When it comes to winning, there's more than one way to skin a unicorn.
Alright, let's see. Oh my forking god.
Not playing? Hop on the lily pad and join our
Well, I'll go for that one. Check out. Haggle! Yeah! Success for the haggle.
Same here.
Yay!
You shopped till you dropped, and now it's time to
Oh,
stop.
everyone is in.
Yeah.
Thinking the prompt, thinking the objects were not as bad then. I thought mine
Now
were
it's
awful.
time to
Maybe I
flip
stood a
these
chance.
babies.
Fuck.
Let's start with a name. What should people scream in terror when they see your item?
I'll try wholesome. I'm going to try for
Next,
wholesome. We'll see
dream
if
up
this
2
works.
hilarious facts about your item. For each fact, you can either fill in one of 2 prompts or write something of your own. Spin me a tale. Your time starts now. Get hopping.
Frog pun, frog pun, frog pun. Right, come on, game. Oh well, that missed the joke, but never mind. Wholesome happened.
I've made some words happen.
And that's time. These garbage monsters are looking good.
Right, so what do we have first?
Let's hear those new backstories. We're going to peruse and appraise a chunk of your items, and then do it all again for the rest of them.
So, group 1. We have Life of Pi. While this might look tasty, it's actually made from recycled tin, resin, and the hopes and dreams of Hollywood actors. It's not the missing piece of Pac-Man, and he would certainly not thank you for bringing it up.
What
Is
a
that your
find.
gob, Pac-Man?
Next we have Come to Bedfrog.
Ooh.
Oh, God.
Come to Bedfrog invites you to join him under the duvet. At night, this frog whispers, "Ribbit, ribbit," to you.
Wowzers.
Ribbit.
That's part of a collection set as well. There's a lot of those little ones if you can find them.
And finally, the Mace of Merlin. This one doubles as a lethal weapon for when turning into an animal wasn't magic enough. It was notorious for Madame Mim using it on herself when she couldn't bear the sunlight anymore.
Madam Mim.
I think we can
Wow.
all
Wow.
value
Sword
it.
into the stone reference.
Yep.
God, someone's showing their age.
Let's
Jesus.
appraise the items we saw. First, a review of some of the worst things I've ever seen. For each pair, pick the item that had the funnier facts.
Come on,
Try your
game.
best to recall your
Let me pick.
laws.
There we go. Frogs.
Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit.
Calculations concluded. Time
I like
to see
how
how
there's a
much
frog
these barf bags are
choice.
worth.
Yep.
However, the Mace of Merlin is also in there, so frog choice lasted for 1 round.
So, Life
The
of Pi.
appraisal value is,
3 votes. $3,000.
and here's the
Not bad.
cash you put down.
I paid 400 for it.
Oh, yeah, that's not
2,600 bone.
Nice.
Come to Bedfrog. 4 votes. 4,000.
bad. Not bad.
Paid 800. So 3,200 in total.
Currently,
Nice.
And the Mace
Mace
of
of
Merlin.
Merlin.
5 votes for 5 grand.
Ooh.
360 paid for it. Not bad.
Wow.
Showing their age.
Stretch those frog legs. Time to see the next batch of stuff.
not many people bring up Sword in the Stone.
Got the
Let's
Davey,
be
you can do round
real.
2.
Cool. No. Scary baby clown doll. The company made this, also made Chucky the doll from Child's Play films. You're not selling it for me. It was previously owned by the 13th Duke of Wyborn?
Huh. A lot to think about here.
Wyborn?
Why not?
Okay. Okay, is this the cursed round? Okay, it's a slot machine. Instant divorce machine. Okay. If you win, you might receive a quit annulment and everything you've worked hard for. Oh, God. If you lose, you may end up with a child visitation rights while living in a cheap apartment with a girl named called Cheryl.
You got a knack for these facts, Jack.
Some getting personal.
Options here. Okay, we have Bunny and Cat on vacation. The Bunny and Cat's relationship is that of husband and wife. Which one is which is left to your own imagination. This was drawn by their child because they wanted to show off their parents to school.
Doesn't he look like
Sheesh.
Charlie crossed with Cool Cat?
Yes, yes.
Now you say it, yes.
Go on. Appraise.
Charlie said...
Charlie says never get into bed with Cool Cat because that's what your children will look like.
Charlie says don't play with electric pylons. How is that a fucking episode?
All of the
Some people are
tabulations
really
have been
pondering.
made. It's time to see what these
Justin,
toilet
these are
puppies are
yours.
worth.
No, I'm done.
No, we're all in. So, the creepy as
The
fuck
real
doll.
value of this item
Oh, yeah.
is
He's eating. 2 votes. 2,000.
You bought
For
it
Southington, who paid...
Whoa, that's a lot of money.
1,002. Ooh, bit squished. Okay. Gambling. Appraisal, 5 votes, 5,000. Paid 360. So Hedgie, shockingly, went for gambling. Meanwhile, we have Bunny and Cat on vacation, also 5 votes, 5,000. Paid 540. 4460. So currently
Let's see
we
who's
have a
padded their
close scoring round. Southington, TK, Sloppy Soup, me, Hedgie, and
Oh!
the top 3 technically are
Wow,
all
it's a
tied.
The top 2.
Top 3.
Shopping.
It's 4460.
flip
Ah, right,
so
there we go.
nice, we'll do it
Time
twice.
to shop again.
You're gonna go shopping again, except this round there's gonna be a mystery item. Could be anything.
Here's a hint.
A treasure
mystery
for a
item.
song, or complete trash for a very expensive song.
Okie dokie. Oh, Jesus Christ, we're taking the mystery item. Oh boy,
Oh, good God.
that was an instant take mystery item. I got the super low angle. Yeah. Okay. How do I weave this into something? I am not sure.
This game is fixed.
So
I never win the
your
haggle.
shopping experience. Shake off that regret. It's making you sweaty.
I've won it
Everyone is
once. I've won it once.
in. Let me get back into the game. Okay. Oh, name for your item. Not entirely sure how I'm going to tie this in with my other item later on, but we'll see. Alright, everyone's in for the names. So now it's factoids. Spell check. Spell check. And spell check.
Right, I've made words happen.
See,
Hooray!
And stop. Let's see
There we
how
go.
far you dove in those dumps.
So many spell checks.
Okay, now it's Charleston's turn.
Aha!
Time to show off the objects you are proud owners of.
Alright, it's bloody speed reading time. Group 1,
Oh,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Winnie the Pooh, mummified.
mummified. Ooh.
You can tell it's an original because it's frozen in time as if it's still scooping honey out of the pot with its paw.
Yes.
If you think this is terrifying, you don't want to see what happened to Tigger.
The real treasure is the frogs we made along the way.
Dodgy as.
Yep.
Baby's first pliers. These are big for babies to have milk teeth.
Oh!
The handles are so soft they can even be used by a helpful toddler.
Sure, that sort of makes sense if you don't think about it too hard.
Should we just say no?
The TV chair. The fabric was obtained from children who criticized the child's art and bullied them mercilessly.
Mercilessly.
The lovely pattern is actually the faces of said children woven carefully into the fabric on a baroque pattern.
That's imaginative.
Imaginative.
You know what they say? If it's not Baroque, don't fix it.
Repair your approach.
Oh.
God, TK. Oh, righty ho. Oh my God, the choice. Yeah.
The numbers have been run.
Let's see
what your
where
items are
everyone
now worth
voted.
dollar-wise.
Go on, Charleston.
I've done it! Oh, what? Reading aloud.
The final
Okay.
value
Mummified
is-
remains of Winnie the Pooh is mine. 5 votes,
And
£5,000
this is what you
or
paid
dollars
for.
rather,
You got a deal on that one.
Okay.
560.
Ooh.
Yeah, I quite paid for that. That was the most expensive item.
Quite a good one.
Not that expensive though, so you were doing well.
Baby's first pliers. 5,000 votes. Well, as well for whatever. So that's good.
And Hedgie is probably pushing the lead.
The TV chair only 2,280. Give us a total of 1720.
Yeah, I'm not getting
Time
anywhere
to
near
see the
top
next
top
set of
that one.
items.
You and me both. Okay, Hedge, your items.
Come to bed, devil. For when a frog is not enough. Would love to explore your darkest fantasies. Oh, and he's wiped clean too.
Hey, that's something.
Ew.
Polyvinyl.
Just for you, TK.
Life of why? Who needs dogs playing poker when you can have this?
Cat.
Seriously, someone got paid to draw this. Think on that for a moment. Was it Jackbox or someone
Check
else?
out this
Who
spicy number.
knows?
This is probably an actual thing. All of the things we've seen have been actual things.
All fun and thrift stores.
Clown in +4s. What makes it rare is its lack of fashion sense. That red hat is actually where he keeps his lunch.
Ho ho!
There's been a lot of creepy
Time for
dolls.
some praiseful appraisals.
There has been a lot of creepy dolls. That one. That one. Awful choice. That one.
Calculations concluded. Time to see how much these barf bags are worth. The
So,
value
the
of
come to
this
bed devil.
object is
Sloppy soup.
4 votes for
you paid
$4,000.
this much.
But what did he pay?
Paid $280 for 3,720 profit.
Not bad.
Okay. That gets you in the mid-table at least.
Life of why?
Oh,
7
Jesus.
votes for 7,000. 660 paid, $6,340 profit.
Not bad.
And finally, Clown in +4s, 1 vote, $1,000. Paid $880 for a profit of only $120. Oof.
Nasty.
Hedge is
Ooh.
in the lead. I've managed to bounce
Only
up with the ranking.
just. Only just.
I mean, TK's
Almost to
got a
the
chance.
finish line.
Rat Soup
Time to
is
consider
definitely there,
all
which is
your
chosen.
items at once.
The other
I want
host
you
is
to
just
give
working
your
his way
object
down the board
collection
because
a
making it fair
Right atop
for
the
the
unifier you're
listeners.
set. Now.
And we're going
You
to
two
title
can
the
win.
set.
Oh, God.
Yep.
Thank you, Google spell check. I can't remember if we get items.
Let's
No,
recap
just naming.
these collections.
Just naming. Okay.
Right, so
Well,
we
I don't
have
stand.
the For When You Come and When You Go. Dark Age Disney Gone Deadly.
Oh, Jesus.
Or the Life of collection.
Oh,
Select the best sets of items.
some good ones.
There we go. Alright, game's got the votes in.
Dark Age Disney Gone
Catch
Bad
this
one, that one.
batch.
Yes.
Yeah, Nightmare Bedfellows.
Mm.
Kneel Before Me Peasant. And the KTEL Clown Collection.
Oh.
Someone else thought of a theme
Pick
here.
the set you prefer.
The Nightmare Bedfellows
Whoa!
runs away with it.
Wow.
Time to find out who will
No.
tadpole
Didn't
vault
think they
their
would.
way to victory.
I think I know who's won this one.
Well,
It's
let's see.
Charleston.
Hey, Charleston! I thought so.
With smooth
that's
legs today.
what you look like, more or less.
Yes.
They're not hairy enough for real life.
Also, no knees.
Yeah, no knobbly knees. Oh, I'm actually going for second. I overtook Hedge.
But getting the extra 3,000 was not a chance.
See, Winnie the Pooh's mummified. You could have just stopped at Winnie the Pooh and taken away the last H.
Oh.
Well, no, you see, I saw that, and even though it was the most expensive item on my list, I thought to myself, I've done a Disney thing for my first item, I'll do a Disney thing for my second item, and then I'll make it a pair.
Makes sense.
I thought it looked dead. I'll run on that theme.
Well, the Come to Bed set was the overall winner in terms of number of votes there, because
Yes.
that was a lot of votes for the Come to Bed set.
Oh, yes. That was like, superb.
It is time for Done and Dusted. So
Just
if
listening to
people
all
want
the
to
ribbits going on in the background.
get
Unlike these guys, I get to hear the music. And
Yes.
yeah, what the fuck, Jackbox? Come on. Right, so now we're going over to Done and Dusted, but Xavier could reveal just what the hell he was talking about during Review of the Week.
Yes.
yes.
It's that time where the cast of TigerTails Radio review stuff badly. This is Done and Dusted.
So, Mr. Xavier, the floor is yours.
Hello, everybody. I randomly stumbled onto a thing, and when I say I randomly stumbled onto a thing, a lot of the internet randomly stumbled onto the thing. So I will be surprised if at least one of you haven't paid attention to many people talking about the thing, because I'm talking about a gacha game that recently had a global release.
I thought you were talking about Stop Killing Games.
No, it inspired an anime. It has 2 seasons, and I'm pretty sure that you talked about it because the anime was back in 2018.
Okay.
So, Pretty Derby. Was that the one you talked
Oh,
about?
yes. I know what that is. Yes, that's where Horse Girls.
Yes. Uma
Horse Girls.
Musume Pretty Derby. Hedgie
Yes.
talked about this because he saw it on Crunchyroll. Or
I
something.
did, and I thought it was absolutely hilarious.
This was based on a gacha game in Japan.
Yes.
Oh boy, did I find a rabbit hole. So,
For the uninitiated, what is a gacha game?
a gacha game. So, for the totally uninitiated, a gacha game basically is a type of game you normally can play on your phone, although these days you can play it on your computer, where you kind of gamble to get hold of units and weapons in order to play said game. Examples would be Raid, Shadow Legends, among others. I have mentioned a few gacha games in the past. For example, Azure Lane, which I will get back to. This one does indeed include anime horse girls. So, had you seen the anime series? It's basically like anime. Japan loves doing this. It's like it's basically horses who are anime horse girls doing horse racing as a game. So gacha mechanics, cool, great. Do you remember the horse racing game back at Sega Park? TK's nodding. He's timing when he's eating. That particular game had a wonderful little mechanic where you could like breed your horse. So you could like go in and spend lots of money to get these cards, and then eventually improve your horse because you're breeding your horses to improve your horses. It was a wonderful game. Such a shame they got rid of it. Really fun. Spent a lot of money on that and Soul Calibur. This gacha game effectively pulls that mechanic into itself. And because Japan, they have actually based this on real life Japanese horses. It had a global release recently. Almost everyone who possibly is obsessed with anime has picked this up and played it. And we have gone from, oh, no one will like it in the West, to there is a lot of real world horses benefiting from this game now. Because you can spend money to get like pulls and things like that, because obviously gacha mechanics. Some of that money goes to the horses.
Ooh.
Good. So you're supporting the horses. It's great.
Cool.
because it's based on real life horses, you also get some very interesting characters. Those interesting characters I shall list to start with: Goldship and Hara Urahara.
Oh,
Goldship is a real life horse that managed to cause about 80 billion yen's worth of damages during its race career. It's mental. Its intelligence is debatable, but it is a thoroughbred racehorse that won races. They've kind of effectively created this character in this game as literally a troll. So every time she wins, she drop kicks you in the face because she's that much of a terror. I say she. All of these horses are horse girls.
Mm-hmm.
That includes the mares.
Oh,
Have fun figuring that out. So, Goldship, absolutely batshit crazy horse. I have seen so much like Wikipedia and things about this horse and news articles because this hit the West. It's unbelievable. But however, Hara Urahara is the one everyone is behind because this is a real life Japanese horse who never won a race ever. ... We'll get to that. So the game, she is this adorable cinnamon roll. She's like, every time she wins her races, it's like, oh my god, I'm so excited. Everyone fell in love with her. People found out that there is because obviously gacha mechanics, story mode kind of thing, there is a race where you are destined to lose it in such a way that will break your fucking heart. So all the fans basically went, no, we're not having that. And there are guides on how to beat the unbeatable races for this adorable cinnamon roll. The amount of support is unreal because she retired and people started donating for this horse for extra feed and things like that. They have recently said, we don't know why we're getting so much support. We don't understand why so many foreign accounts are falling for this horse. Oh, and by the way, even though she's retired, she recently took part in a soft race, and she managed to win her one and only race throughout her entire career post-retirement. This is that kind of game. So, so I picked this up over the weekend, and it's one of those, oh dear, what have I done games, because it was like, oh, this will be fun. I'll get to understand what's going on. And then Sunday came around and I went, well, that was a lot of hours I've put into watching anime girls do races. Mm-hmm. Because they also show the race. You can just click through. But why do that when you can show the race and have anxiety levels sky high because you're watching your horse get body blocked by some bitch who won't get the fuck out of the way? Yeah, so like I said, you remember that horse racing game in Sega? Much worse, because you actually invest yourself in these fucking horse girls. It's unreal.
I've been trying to find out the name of it, and I can't.
I know, it's so annoying.
So
but it's a really fun game. Yeah, it's this really fun game, and much like Azure Lane, based on real life horses, they are being very protective of their horses, so they're trying to avoid going where Azure Lane is right now, which is basically Hugh Hefner fucking palace levels of art.
It is Uma Musumi, Pretty Derby.
Yes, this one. But yes. the
Derby Owners Club.
That's the one. Yeah,
yep.
But the guys who have got the licenses for the horses, because all of these are real horses, are doing their damnedest to try and persuade the owners, because all of the Japanese owners are like rich and they don't want their names sullied. I am hoping with the Western release, they may be able to get more, because we're 4 years behind Japan at least. In terms of gacha stuff, I think there's even more. So yeah, we've got a lot of catching up, and it's like all of the girls are voiced.
Mm-hmm.
All of the support cards or the weapons generate events that have entirely scripted, voiced things that are going on. Mm-hmm. And they add to your career. So you pick a horse who's voiced, you pick various people to change up how your career goes, and you have scenes. So you can literally have like a 40-minute fucking anime episode of your career as you're taking this Horse Girl from junior horse release to the highest tier of fucking Japanese racing.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those games where you will go, oh look, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. One more race.
And it's free to download on Steam.
It is free to play. You can spend money.
Obviously.
If you get hooked in, you will probably spend money. But there's so many guides coming out for this, it's unreal. So you don't necessarily have to burn money stupidly, but it is one of those ones. Because of the mechanic from the horse racing game, you can just keep playing and playing when you want to, just improving your horses through breeding, and getting better and better every single time. So you can indeed get to the point. I have not been spending money taking junior horse girls to release. No. You could get to the point where you're literally getting these horse girls to like win the highest levels of Japanese races. So that's Uma Masumi Pretty Derby. If you like gacha games, you probably know about this and you will enjoy this. If you don't like gacha games and like anime, you should play this. It will consume you. And if you enjoy anything related to like horse racing, get this, because it's great finding out which horse is already fucking dead. Because time passed on since this game got released. So it's like, I pick you as my favourite. Don't tell them.
I love the fact that they literally just look like regular girls, but they've got horse ears on the top of their heads. I just love the fact that it's literally just that.
Yeah, it's horse ears.
Yes.
Hooves on their shoes. They've got tails.
Tails and horse
ears. The entire universe is like, oh no, horses don't exist. It's just horse girls and Uma. Only in this universe, Uma does not have 4 legs in the traditional Japan kanji. It has 2 legs because horse girl.
Yes.
Also, don't be worried if your horse girls are exceptionally affectionate and giving you so much shit. They're not obviously after you like in Azure Lane. Trust me. So that's my done and dusted. Have fun with that. Download it for free, and we'll never see you again.
Yeah, or we could not, and we could retain our listener base.
You can listen to us whilst playing. It's not that difficult. You just might suddenly jump up and start screaming at your second monitor. Shit's going on.
Bold to assume everyone's got a second screen.
All I can say is this is the safer version of gambling, because I'm not putting money on the horse. I am just screaming at the stupid fucking ones that get in the way.
Oh dear.
Anyway, that's done and dusted.
Let's transition to our second Jackbox game.
Woo!
We've now reached the audience participation portion of the show. It's game time.
Yep.
Yep.
And there we go. Yep, Fibbage 4 with yep as your room code.
Alright, let's see how much stalking they've done to us this time. I mean, it's not as bad as Quiplash. But sometimes they pull topics that hit close.
Very close. So, looks like everyone from the last game is in. We will give people a moment to fetch hydration if they didn't do it during Done and Dusted.
Yep.
Or to let the cast grab a quick drink if they didn't do it during Done and Dusted. No one's leaving their desk, but I still have a majority of a 2-pint stein of apple and blackcurrant squash tonight.
I have used up the last of my carafe, but that's fine. I don't need any more liquid.
Nope, for the now. Right, well in that case,
all right.
Everyone is ready. Let's start the game.
Woo!
I'm Cookie, and this is Fibbage, the game that Nero was playing while Rome burned. Let me say at the outset, you're not all going to survive. Some of you will perish in a horrible way, but live or die, to me, you're all patriots. And if you're watching, you can join the audience at any time. The audience earns points by guessing the truth and voting on lies to trip up the players. Let's do this. This is round 1, which means you get 500 points for everyone you fool with your made-up answer, and you'll score 1,000 for finding the truth. All right, choose a category.
Ooh, Shades gets to pick.
Shades, the choice is yours. Choking.
First question.
You must be choking.
We are getting
Archibald
close.
met an
Okay,
unfortunate
right.
end in 2012 when he choked, quite literally, during a blank eating contest.
Ooh.
Now, use your device to
2012,
put in
it's
a
a thing
lie that the
eating
other
contest.
players might think is the truth.
No,
if
it
you're
is not a
stumped,
dildo.
you can hit the lie for me button, but using it's only worth half the points. Start already.
Okay, that was not the truth.
Yep.
It's like everyone's going, it could be this. Let's see how many duplicates we get as well.
All of them. There's going to be one answer that everyone is going to have said,
And then the
and then
rest
there's
of
going
all...
to be the truth.
Oh no, it's the rest of all randomly generated stuff that normally the audience have to pick.
Okay, those are the choices. Guess the truth on your device now.
Bless
So,
you.
did Edward Archibald meet his unfortunate end during a pickle eating contest, a pudding eating contest, a goldfish eating contest, a sundae eating contest, a hot dog eating contest, a cockroach eating contest, or a nettle eating contest?
I'm torn between two here.
I mean, let's be honest, there are 4 foods, 3 things I would not want to put in my mouth.
I'm going to vote for an answer I think is wrong, but made me giggle, so I'm going to pick it. I'm
Good
going
old
to
cockroach.
reward the comedy.
That's what the thumbs up
Let's
at
see
the
how
second
it
bit
shook
off
out.
for.
Oh, I'm doing that too.
Like
Goldfish. I voted for it. And it was Charleston's lie.
Hey!
But it made me laugh, so I voted for it.
Yes. Nice.
Hot dog. Southington went for it. But that was my lie.
Hey!
And?
No. Just
No! Oh, wow.
Pudding.
Okay.
Saviour went for
Pudding.
it. And it was Shade's lie. For the
Aha.
record, I think nettle might be the truth.
We'll see.
Cockroach. Rat soup, Hedgie, and Shades went for it. And that was the truth. So it wasn't nettle.
Yay! No,
Yeah.
nettle was my lie.
Ah, okay. So I'd been wrong either way.
Nettle sounded
Yes.
too English.
Well, that's why I thought the American might have choked.
I was like, cockroach. It's like, it's got to be something like
Give
that.
me a category.
Southpaw or Southington gets to choose.
We have a Hedgington and a Southington.
And
Extreme weather.
extreme weather.
Okay,
Rubbing it in.
only in New Jersey, residents of Hoboken made a splash on social media in 2021 when they observed a phenomenon scientists named a blank NATO. Submit your lies now.
So who's winning this one?
Okay. Residents of Hoboken made a splash on social media in 2021 when they observed a phenomenon scientists named a something NATO.
It's a blank NATO. Shades from the last question said, "Is it a goldfish cracker though?" Could have been.
Yes,
No.
could have been, yes.
Just goldfish. Although goldfish crackers, oh god, callback references. Showing her age.
Somebody is still pondering, and
Yeah.
everybody is finished pondering.
Okay, which one's true?
No, Xavier. What NATOs are we getting?
So we have a cow NATO, a poop NATO, a frog NATO, a shark NATO, a fire NATO, a worm NATO, or a steer NATO. The obvious one, I'm pretty sure, isn't. I'm going for that. Don't think so. I mean, that would be funny. Oof.
Well, I'm going for the most obvious one.
Okay, how do we do?
So, fire. I went for it. And it was Jackbox's lie.
Oh!
Which means we have a duplicate answer somewhere. Poop-nado. Hedgie went for it. And it was Shade's lie.
Oh ho ho!
Frognado. Xavier and Southington went for it. And it was Charleston's lie. Oh,
And
he's
it
such a
was
fibber.
also
It was
and it was
also
Hedgie's lie.
my lie!
Ah, there's the duplicate.
Yeah.
Worm. Rat Soup and Shades went for it. And that was the truth.
Oh, one Nado.
Wow.
Tornado ain't been the same
Wow.
since the
I
Wormnado
thought
factory
splash.
shut down.
It's gotta
At
be
least
something
that's what
liquidy.
Bruce
Poop is
Springsteen
liquidy.
will sing about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get that thought in my head. Yeah.
So, Charleston and Shades way in the lead.
Let's go panning and scanning for gold.
Is Charleston going to do the double?
Oh, it's VHS fault.
Not just any VHS vault. This is Cookie's VHS vault.
And now our feature presentation.
Come in.
I think something serious is going to
Then
happen.
don't think because our instruments aren't registering any alarming phenomena yet.
You've seen the way the animals are behaving. Their instincts are more sensitive than our instruments.
From the intensity of the animal's flight, now reflected all over the world, the mysterious peril would appear to be very near.
One of the first Italian science fiction films includes a crazy scientist, a man-made apocalypse, and the shocking title, The Day the Blank. All right, type in your lies.
Ooh.
Well, I've successfully lied.
The day the something.
The day that we all played Fibbage.
All right, pick the truth.
Go on, Charleston.
Okay, so what was this bizarre Italian movie called? Was it called The Day the Elephants Fought Back? The Day the Wars Were Really Bad? The Day the Animals Left Earth? The Day the Animals Died? The Day the Animals Took Over? The Day the Sky Exploded? Or The Day the World Went Mad? A lot of animals in these answers.
Going with the visual prompts. That's all we're doing.
We're running out of popcorn. Get your votes in, people.
Let's see what everybody picked.
So, the day the animals left Earth, Hedge went for it.
Ah!
And it was Southington's lie.
Hey!
The day the world went mad, Southington went for it. And it was Hedgie's lie.
We went for each other's answers.
The day the animals took over, Xavier went for it. And it was my lie.
Oh!
Yep, we went a lot for animals.
The day the sky exploded, myself, Charleston and Shades went for it.
Oh! The day the sky exploded.
Because it was pretty much the only one not to feature animals
Which
in
is
it somehow.
great if you hate birds as much as I do.
Charleston's still in the lead, but Shades is catching up.
Oh, yes.
And now time for round two.
This is round
Yeah.
2, which means all point values are doubled. Choose a category.
Charleston,
Oh.
it's yours.
That one.
Benjamin's.
Benjamins.
Ah, here's a good one.
Could be money.
Conservationists restoring Benjamin Franklin's home found something surprising beneath a garden, a windowless room containing blank. Enter your lies now.
So everyone's now going, do I know anything about this ex-president? So conservationists restoring Benjamin Franklin's home found something surprising beneath the garden, a windowless room containing blank.
What could it be?
Well, seeing as I've not been had one lie taken at any of my answers, that's what it ain't going to be.
Well, to be fair, it ain't going to be any of our answers. That's the nature of the game.
I'm aware.
Who is still pondering?
There we go.
There we go.
Come on now, let's get truthy.
Edgy, I think these are yours.
So, what did they find in the windowless room under Benjamin Franklin's garden? A mummified cat, a damaged wooden-framed full-length mirror, over a dozen skeletons, his socks, a wine vault, bat skulls, or solid gold bars?
Real diversive answers here.
I'm just going for the one that
Okay,
speaks
what
to me.
everybody pick?
Solid gold bars. Chancellor went for it, and it was Xavier's lie.
Which one I got wrong?
A mummified cat. Xavier and Shades went for it, and it was Southington's lie. A damaged wooden frame full-length mirror. Hedge went for it, but it was my lie.
Ah!
If it's too wordy, it's TK's.
Over a dozen skeletons, myself and Southington went for it, and it was the truth.
The bones were likely
I was like,
over from
can't
the
be
anatomy
human
school
bones.
His protege ran is a believable story I will remember.
You know, sometimes it just seems like the most likely answer.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that.
I was thinking, if it's a windowless room, maybe he's using it for scrying, so
Extra,
probably like the
extra.
mirror or something like that.
I'm in the lead somehow.
Hmm.
You've overtaken me.
And that's hyperbolic
Hyperbolic
headlines.
headlines.
Believable headline from the New York Post. North Korea claims Kim Jong-un's dad invented the blank. Okay, enter those lies.
Let me submit my answer. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So, what did Kim Jong-un's dad invent?
Is that the one who's alive or the one who isn't?
Is
Kim Jong-un...
Kim Jong-il is
is-
the one who's alive, isn't it?
No, Kim Jong-un is the one who's alive. His dad was Kim Jong-il.
Okay. Who
Yeah.
then became Kim Jong-il and died.
Yes, very much so. Kim Jong-il ill. Yes.
Kim Jong-il is ill.
News headline, Kim Jong-il ill. Kim Jong-il dead.
Now, the frustrating thing is, if you are talking about North Korea, there's a
there you
lot
go.
of things people said. that
Indeed, Southpaw
Kim Jong-un-
says a lot of things.
Right, so North Korea
Invented.
claims that Kim Jong-un's dad invented the scuba diving set, the burrito, stars, nuclear bomb, CD player, comma, or stylophone.
Again, we have gone all over the map.
Looking at all these answers, I look at my line and think that is the most reasonable one in this list.
And then you remember King Jong-un. Reasonable was not in his vocabulary.
Ah, what the hell? I'm going to go for it.
Come on, show me what you picked.
Right, so we have stars. Shading Southington went for it, but it was my lie. It was the most reasonable one. Comma. How? Charleston went for it, and it was Xavier's lie.
Ooh.
Stylophone. Myself and Xavier went for it, and it was Shade's lie.
Oh,
Ooh.
God, shades.
Myself and Shade's trading points. Burrito. Hedgie went for it, and that one was the truth.
Yeah!
I invented Mexican food.
Invented Mexico.
In all fairness, the Hawaiian pizza isn't actually Hawaiian, it's Greek Canadian.
That's true.
Indeed it is, yeah. The term
All right,
Hawaiian
choose
simply
a
comes
category.
from the type of pineapple they used.
Edgy. Choose your category.
Ooh. All right.
Some nice options this time round.
Yeah. Heroes.
Let's see what you think of this. Playing his parts,
Heroes.
a man in Lishui City, China, is being hired by parents to make personalized videos for their children. and
Playing his
Visualize
part, a
now.
man in Lishui City, China, is being hired by parents to make personalized videos for their children as blank. The most common one is not what you think. None of the hosts are reacting as if they got the truth. So, we've managed to go all over the map again, haven't we?
We are lying through our teeth.
There you go. Find the truth.
Oh, Jesus Christ, I've just seen more of some of the answers. Okay, so, personalised videos for their children as evil uncle. Why? Hostages. What? Their pet dog. Believable. Wedding presents. Okay, that makes sense. King Jong-un. Radioactive Man. Or Batman. If it's King Jong-un, I'm going to be worried.
Oh, damn it.
Well, what the heck?
Quick, get your votes in. Well done.
All right, who picked what?
Cool,
Playing his part,
Batman.
man.
Hedgie went
Ah,
first.
no.
And it was Xavier's lie.
Hey!
Point. Still last. Never mind.
King Jong-un. Charleston and Shades went for it. And it was Southington's lie.
Hey!
Callbacks.
Their pet dog. Everyone else went for it.
Because
And it was
Oh,
Charleston's
my
lie.
Wow.
Oh no!
Oh, yes!
What's left?
Didn't see this one?
Evil uncle.
Evil uncle?
records threatening
What?
videos telling children to finish their
Oh,
homework and behave
God
properly.
damn.
Or
I'm
else
Never
not-
thought it.
come
Never
take
thought
that
it would be
away.
something as a threat.
See,
I'm
I
not
didn't-
looking it up.
I didn't think it was there was the correct grammar. So
Nor did I.
that's put Charleston back in the lead, just
Wow.
by 500 points. I was the only
Final
person who didn't get to pick a
It's
category.
time for the final
Oh,
image. A
maybe
two-part
next time.
question worth triple the points. Have fun.
Well, maybe.
In 2010,
This
an
will throw us into the
intoxicated
lead. So
woman
2010
from
in
Norwood,
England.
Ohio,
So
called
what?
emergency services 5 times asking for blank. And after
Okay.
a dispute, Florida woman Chris Hedstrom sued her neighbor over her refusal to give her blank. Now you're gonna write one
Okay.
line that sounds like it might fit in either of these two blanks.
So
That's double the chance to fool your fellow players.
They're both-
And if
they're
your
both
lie
female,
gets
so
picked for
potent-
both blanks,
okay,
Tell you what, I'll throw in a bonus. Got all that?
Sexist.
I'll give you a little extra time on
no,
this
that's
one,
pointing
so
out they're
don't
both
freak out.
female.
I was the first in.
All right, definitely a lie. Although it's Florida woman, so it could be anything.
That timer's at the halfway mark, by the way.
I'm not the last one. Yay! Someone else is taking their time.
Edgy.
Okay, these are the
Okie
choices.
dokie.
These questions have two different truths. So for
Guess I'm
now,
reading
just
these.
pay attention to this one. Guess the truth for just this question now.
So after dispute, Florida woman Chris Henstrom sued her neighbor over her refusal to give her directions to Disney World. Oops, DNA. pizza, tampons, a cup of flour, a date, a compliment, McDonald's.
All of them horribly believable.
Yep.
Okay, now it's this blank's time to shine. Find the truth for just this question now.
So now,
It's the same options.
yeah, but this time in 2010, an intoxicated woman from Norwood, Ohio called emergency services 5 times asking for the same list as before.
Again, horribly good answers.
See, the first one, I've got a sneaking suspicion I know.
Ooh.
I might be hideously wrong, but I think
Moment
I know it.
of truth.
Let's
So,
find out.
First answer, compliment. Charleston went for it for the first, Shades for the second, and it was Jack Fox's lie, which means
Oh.
doubled up
Great job
somewhere.
doubling up.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Directions to Disney World. Hedge and Shades went for the first, Hedgie for the second, and it was Charleston's lie.
Oh.
The double cheeseburger of lies.
Many points.
Yay!
Yes. There we go.
A cup of flour. Southington for the first, nobody for the second, and it was Shades' lie.
Oh.
We're going through them.
Yes.
McDonald's, no one for the first, myself, Charleston, and Southington for the second, and it was Hedgie's lie.
And it was my
Oh
lie.
my god! Okay.
No one for the first, Snavia for the second, and it was my lie.
Truth. Oh,
Oh
no!
my God.
Oh
Was
no!
also
I'm glad
Oh,
you
and
go
it
for
was
that.
also Southington's lie.
Oh,
There's the double up.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
trouble.
paying off somebody.
There's not much left.
A date. Xavier for the first, nobody for the second, and it was a truth for the second.
Oh, whoa!
And goat DNA, I went for it for the first. Was I right? Yes! I have a good memory.
Hey!
Yeah.
Wow.
If you have high standards for dates or goats you purchased from a neighbor, a DNA test may
Goat
reveal if your
DNA.
pedigree matches their.
This is
Oh
the
my
world we
God.
live in, remember, guys? It's
Here
like,
it is.
oh my god, we must be so concerned about these. No, there are people who sue for goat DNA.
Yeah.
We
And Charleston runs away
And
with it.
Charleston!
So
oh,
many
Charleston
points.
won both! Charleston
Yeah.
did a double win. Oh, I got the most
And
likes.
Hedgie got the most likes this time, yep.
Yay! Charleston won both. He did double.
He has done the
That
double.
makes up with the soup.
Right, so Rat Soup, winner. VA Hedgie, most liked.
Yay! Me popular.
Best lie, with Rat Soup with their pet dog. Xavier, born yesterday, got fooled 7 times.
Also, how did people not notice the
Southington.
spelling error in there?
Southington, best hair. Worst liar, me, fooled the fewest players. Host, Tom Guttoby as P. Masterson.
Masterson. Yes.
You won't give us about spelling it on this now because that was mine.
You put the I and the E round the wrong way.
No, he hasn't.
T-H-E-I-R.
That's what it's written.
Yeah, it's T-H-I-E-R.
That's
not
not- look it
E-I-R.
Look it up. And Southington is also probably the tallest. Which, if you see him in real life, is probably true.
Oh my god, I'm actually wrong.
Yes, you
Good
are.
god.
Yeah, this is one of those rare instances where I is not before E except after the C.
Good god, I'm actually... Good lord. Wow.
Yeah, it's the ear.
because
Wow.
the pneumatic that everyone gets taught is cut off with the rest of it because
Yes.
English is a fun language, kiddies.
Yeah. My god, I can't believe it. I actually went, wait, that looks wrong. It must be wrong. Good god. Wow. Oh my god.
You did that to yourself.
I know I did that to myself. I was like, oh my god. How the hell did I do that? Oh well, I suppose everybody's got to make one grammatical faux pas at least once in their life.
And it saved you from a wrong answer at least.
Yeah, it did, yeah.
So,
I was just looking at it and my brain went, that looks wrong.
Other exceptions include species, science,
Yeah.
fiction, Society.
Neighbour. Way. Yeah.
I've just had something
Neighbour.
drop to the floor in my room, and I've no idea what it was.
Could be anything with your room.
Yeah.
Well, my trains are still running, so I thought it might be something
That's good.
with trains, but it wasn't that. So no idea. Let's cut to it. Let's cut to a jingle, and then we can wrap this show up.
You're listening to TigerTails Radio, abusing our internet privileges since 2004.
And we returneth.
Yeah.
Ah, well, that was fun, kids.
Hello.
Well done, Charleston, for winning the double.
Double.
No, except for the soup incident yesterday.
Always good.
There he is. There is our Victor.
Yeah.
Look victorious. There we go.
Oh.
But that does bring us to the end of this episode of TigerTails Radio. He says, looking for somewhere where he can put his DualShock controller without breaking the world. Which is easier said than done. There we go. Over there.
Oh.
So, yeah, let's bring the correct picture back in frame. So, yeah, we are done for the day, as I have noises going on.
Midway through July,
Yep.
TigerTails has gotten older.
Well, it will do.
We're on the decline for the show because it's
middle of summer.
yeah, middle of summer, but it's like, what episode are we on? 25?
25. So
Everything's down towards the end of season 16.
yeah.
If the train goes by.
Yep, there's the train.
Wow.
Yay, train.
Cool.
So, yeah, this is the last time TigerTails Radio will be 20. Next time you listen to TigerTails Radio, it will be 21. And it will also be halfway through the season.
Yes.
Double celebration. Mid-season and middle age is starting to set in.
Wow.
Age.
Yeah, getting old.
We've been for a while, Hedge. We've been there for a while.
Yep.
Too long. I'm still wondering what my midlife crisis is going to be, because I seem to be having so many of them. I need to settle on one. Just go nuts with it.
It's like most of your midlife crises, however, are kinks, so you can probably find a
Yeah,
normal
you could
midlife
go for that.
crisis.
Yeah, maybe.
Like a normal midlife crisis.
I can't afford a sports car, so very be silly.
Yeah, no.
Can't even drive yet. Or a motorbike, for that matter. Though I could get the motorbike leathers.
Kink?
Hey?
Normal.
Who knows? I mean, it could be argued. Collecting terriers could be my midlife crisis.
Probably at this point, considering you're at what, 6?
10.
Okay.
I mean, there is 4 on the screen. Okay, 5 on the screen shortly. There you go. There's the 5th. And then there is another 5 just off camera to the right.
Ooh.
In fact, you can see the start of the 5th on the right-hand side there. And there is another 4 behind it. So, yeah, in fact, you can just, if I lean back, they're all there lined up in a row.
Yeah.
Nice.
We don't have cheap hobbies. We have expensive hobbies.
Yes, we have expensive hobbies, because bloody hell, these don't cost all that. They're not cheap at all. Especially when you buy them brand new, then they're stupid expensive. At least mine have the privilege of being a bit old and therefore a little bit cheaper. But
on being a bit old.
On being a bit old, yes, the show is turning 21 next week. So,
woo!
Are we going to have a birthday show?
We can.
I don't
try
know.
one.
Are we?
I don't know. I can't really afford a birthday show, but we can have a little birthday show.
Yeah.
Maybe get some drinks or something. In.
Little cake, little bit of drink.
Yeah, a little cupcake or something. Yeah,
it'll be nice because I will be here this coming week. I won't be here next week because I'll be on holiday next week. So you'll be on your Todd.
Oh, that's a lot. Are you coming down this weekend?
No, I'm having to see parents this weekend. So you have the weekend to yourself.
Fair dues. Right. Well, in that case, we should. Oh, I also might want to borrow you for Southampton Pride as well. But that's another story. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
In the meantime,
Several months away.
It's next month. It's in fact, it's pretty much a month exactly coming up. So we shall wrap this on the head and say a few good nights. So it is a good night from the Hedgington.
Good night, everybody.
It's a good night from Charleston.
Night.
It's a good night from Xavier.
Good night, all.
It's a good night from the Void. And it's a good night for myself, TK Tiger. Thank you very much for watching and or listening to this episode of TigerTails Radio. Join us next time for more fun, frolic, shenanigans, jackpot games, trains, and anything else that might crop up along the way. But until then, it is night-night, everybody. Oh, I've broken it. There we go. Click. Night-night.
Night.
Night.